I thought Jon Jones was retired. Apparently not. Are we getting Pereira versus Jones at the White House? We're gonna talk about everything. Let's get into it. Jon Jones, Alex Pereira, as this guy say. Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira is in negotiations for the UFC White House. Main event. Didn't Dana say 1,000 times that he couldn't trust Jones to at least main event the White House? Maybe be on it, who knows. But let's look here. So Ariel Helwani said this.
Alex Pereira, I could tell you this, is not giving up his belt to just fight, Alexander Volkov. He wants to make history. Now, the only thing bigger than becoming a 3-division champion is being the first guy to beat Jon Jones.
That is very fucking true. Okay, maybe not bigger than becoming not only a 3-division champion, but the first 3-division champion. Maybe not bigger than that. But honestly, beating Jon Jones is bigger than being an undisputed champion by this point. Honestly, it is. The thing you could say that goes against that is that Jones is, retired, older, apparently, injured or whatever it was. It's not prime Jones. We saw Jones against Stipe. He looked dog shit. And that's why I say Pereira. I think it's a good chance Pereira whoops the shit out of Jones. And I wouldn't have said that like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, when, Jones did what he did to Gon. And we were building up to, okay, is he fighting Aspinall? Is he fighting Stipe? And instead of Jones looking at Tom, he was, of course, looking at Pereira and only talking, I want a big fight. I want something that actually adds to my legacy. I want to fight Pereira. And everyone, including me, at least not everyone except the Jones dick riders, were just looking at that as, okay, you just want a lighter guy, a smaller guy, a kickboxer who has never shown good grappling, decent takedown defense. But everyone, including me, saw it as, okay, Jones will just take Pereira down and probably finish him inside like 2 rounds. But now, with Jones being older, inactive, looking dog shit against Stipe, Pereira defended like all takedowns against Ilia in the first fight, and then you smoked him like he did, and all other fights, with Pereira basically just running through the UFC competition, except, of course, lost to Adesanya, lost that decision to Ilia, but beat both guys. So Pereira has beat everyone he has ever faced in the UFC. And Jones actually can't say that because he lost to Matt Hamill. But yeah, very interesting. If this is true, Dana is completely going against his own words. If this is especially the main event, let's see what Ariel says.
He wants that. If he can't get that, he's fighting for interim or undisputed / vacant gold. This is sort of a tipping of the hand of what is to come. A big fight is coming for Alex Pereira. Now's the time. The heavyweight division is pretty damn thin. The best heavyweight right now is nursing 2 bad eyes after double.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if there was ever a time that heavyweight would need a star power boost, something new, fresh, that would be now. Heavyweight needs Alex Pereira, 100%. And dude, I feel so bad for Tom. Tom is sitting out on the sideline with we don't even know, like, he maybe will have to retire. We have no idea. Like, we never get any good news about the Aspinall stuff. We get some videos, we get some news reports, and last thing we heard about Tom, he was in a terrible state. Like, had to take, what was it, like 30 or 60, whatever it was, eye drops per day, couldn't barely play with his children, pain, all sorts of stuff, terrible. So imagine him sitting on the sideline and we're getting Pereira gone, or even Pereira Jones at the White House. Like, the 2 people that he was in talks of fighting, first Jones, and then, now when Tom is the undisputed champion, Pereira moving up, Tom versus Pereira, and now he just sits there and says, his legacy go away. I feel so bad for Tom. But if we move up here to more thing from Ariel Helwani.
Alex Pereira is no longer the light heavyweight champion. And I can tell you right here and now that there have been some talks. There have been some talks of him fighting Jon Jones. And there have been talks of him fighting Jon Jones on the White House card. Jon Jones on the White House card is not dead. But I could tell you, I don't feel as a...
Like, am I the only one that's really surprised about this? Dana was so like, no, we can't trust Jones. He's not... I don't think he said, okay, he will never be on the White House card, but, you know, main eventing. And if Jones is fighting Pereira, that's 1000% the main event of the White House. Maybe not if they do, you know, Conor in the main event against, we see different reports, apparently not Chandler, but if it's Masvidal, or if it's the Prates, apparently, I don't know. But Ariel is also saying, apparently reporting that Conor will not be on the White House card, that he will main event like International Fight Week in July, or yeah, another pay-per-view numbered event around July, yeah, summertime. So yeah, Conor's apparently not in the picture, so this would 100% be the main event. So the question is, what in this case made Dana Baldy, what made him change his mind? I wonder if it's something with Conor that made him not trust Conor as the main event, and they put him somewhere else, which means that, okay, Pereira, but now we don't have Pereira Aspinall, and for whatever reason, yeah, also we have heard that Ilia and Gaethje will not be on the White House cards, so maybe, I don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Maybe stuff is happening that makes 1 fight, 2 fights, 3 fights not being like available or fitting for the main event of the White House card, or maybe Trump has had something, and now Dana is starting to get a bit panic, starting to get some panic, and yeah, basically looking at, okay, dude, we need something. Aspinall, Pereira isn't available. Gun Pereira, main event of the White House, will it be interim? So maybe he's like, dude, F it, strip Tom, Jones Pereira, like, yeah, it's fascinating, it's interesting.
Of right now, a ton of positive momentum in that direction, but I'm not here to tell you that it's dead. There have been talks of this. Jon Jones, Alex Pereira at heavyweight. There was also talks of doing it at 205. That was never going to happen. So obviously...
Wait, what? There was also talk about doing it at 205. That was never gonna... That's actually fascinating. So, because Jones had talked about when he was ducking Tom, he was talking about vacating the heavyweight belt and going down to light heavyweight. So that's actually interesting. That I guess if Pereira beats Ankalaev in the rematch, he gets back his belt, his title, and apparently, I guess there was talks then for Jones to come back, trim down a bit, as he already had. Like Jones probably could make light heavyweight. He's not a natural sized heavyweight in the same way that like Tom Morgan is. He doesn't have that build. So so Jones then slimming down a bit, getting back, fighting Alex Pereira at light heavyweight for Pereira's title, so Pereira wouldn't have vacated. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, it makes sense that it would be so much bigger, of course, for Pereira and the fight being at heavyweight, Pereira's heavyweight debut for the undisputed title, the chance of having the first 3-division champion, undisputed champion, not beating someone at heavyweight and becoming the interim champion, the undisputed champion. That's huge. And the only thing that I hate, like, of course, I hate that Jones would be rewarded. That Jones would be rewarded with this after all the BS with the Aspinall thing and fighting Stipe and holding the division hostage for like 2.5 years. I hate that. It's good, I guess, if Gon is not getting the fight. There's just so many. Jones doesn't deserve it. Gon doesn't deserve it. Tom does deserve it, but he's not available. Volkov actually deserves it, but they won't give it to Volkov. The thing is, I don't want Pereira to move up to heavyweight and beat someone for the interim belt. Because would we really count that as 3 division champion? We don't go around call Shenkari, Nogueira, Dustin, Gaethje. We don't call any one of those guys like he was the champ, he was the man, he was the undisputed champ. No, they were interim champs. And us fans, we don't care. Like, Gaethje now is a 2-time interim champ. Does anyone look at Gaethje now as a champ? Like, people seem to put more value in the BMF title, especially now when, if you look at lightweight, someone like Max, who actually defended it and beat Gaethje, smoked him. So the problem is, if let's say Pereira goes up to heavyweight and becomes the interim champion, and then he faces Tom and loses, so he never becomes the undisputed champion, but he technically held a title in 3 divisions, but he wasn't undisputed in 3 divisions. Do you guys see how this will be? This will just be another debate that I hate with fans and fighters and Dana. Like, I mean, he was the 3 division champ because he held the title. It wasn't the undisputed title, but he was the interim. And the other side would be like, interim doesn't mean anything. He's a 2 division champion. Like, I don't want that to be a scenario. If Pereira is moving, like, okay, he just vacated the light heavyweight title. So if Pereira is moving up to heavyweight, I don't want him to fight for an interim title. Listen, Tom fought in October. There's no reason for him now to be stripped. Chimaev fought in August. Ilia fought in like June. They should be stripped before Tom does. But if the reports behind the scenes are still bad or even getting worse, if it's like Tom, the earliest the doctors or whatever say Tom returning is like late this year or next year, which will mean that he won't be fighting for a year plus. Yes, unfortunately, then he should be stripped, and then, like, in that case, Dana and everyone should, the UFC should come out and tell us that the situation Tom is in. Is he retiring? Like, when is he coming back? If he will be out that long, yes, strip him and do Pereira versus someone for the undisputed heavyweight title. I don't want interim. I think that could go so bad and wrong for history. But anyway. I think we had some even more recent stuff. Yes, we have.
I'm in negotiations with the UFC about this White House thing as well.
What is going on? Okay, so so it's not 100%. Now it's okay, guys. Now it's 1000% that there's a good chance that we're getting Jones versus Pereira for some title, interim or undisputed, at heavyweight at the White House. Maybe I said the White House twice, I don't know. So that's starting to get very likely. Ariel is not I was about to say Ariel is not a bum, he's kind of a bum. But when it comes to reporting and breaking news, he's not a bum. Like, he has legit sources in the UFC and other places. So that's very legit coming from him. And now Jones actually confirming it. As per Ariel said, Jon Jones confirms my report from yesterday that he is in fact talking to the UFC about fighting at the White House. He doesn't mention an opponent, but fight would be versus Alex Pereira. Is without doubt the best option. Let's see if they can get this done. Jesus. Okay, let's see.
Very, very, very proud American, and I cannot wait to represent one more time.
I mean, I don't know how many people that are proud that Jon Jones is an American, representing them. Wife beater, all the gay. Why am I forgetting all the Jon Jones stuff? Hit and run, pregnant lady, wife beater, gay. There's a long list. Ruined events, ruined Tom Aspinall's career. I mean, he has done many bad things. Wait, I'm dying, sorry. Jesus Christ. Dude, Jones doesn't deserve this. This pisses me off, but okay. Let me just say this. Fuck Jon Jones, I hate him, he can go and F himself. He's a piece of shit. He doesn't deserve any good things happening to him. He definitely doesn't deserve this. Definitely doesn't deserve the main event of the White House against Alex Pereira. And having the chance to become champion again. The funny thing is, if Jones beats Pereira, would he then fight Tom? Because okay, now his eyes are fucked, so he banks on that to still be an issue. So now he can fight him, maybe even eye poke him in the fight. I don't know, but excluding all that stuff about deserving or not, Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira for the undisputed heavyweight title as the main event of the White House, with Pereira having the chance to become the first 3 division champion. That is amazing for us fans. That's incredible. I love, not thinking about the moral things and Tom Aspinall and all stuff around. The fight itself is amazing. As I said a few years ago, I would think Jones just blasts him down. Now, I would bet on Pereira, I think. I would predict, I would pick Pereira. I would, like, even if Jones gets him down, when was the last time Jones got someone down and finished them there? Okay, gone, right, but that was 3 years ago. I just think, on the feet, Jones can be tricky, sure, but he looked, dude, honestly, I don't think he will look much better than he did against Stipe. And he looked pretty dog shit, honestly, against Stipe. I think Pereira on the feet would beat the shit out of Jones. And I don't think Jones have that dominant offensive takedowns, grappling, that Pereira couldn't defend. He can get him down. I think Pereira also can get up. Pereira defends some takedowns he doesn't defend. And maybe he's on the bottom for the rest of the round. For the rest of the round, and then we get into round 2 or round 3. And whatever happens, maybe Pereira has put in some work on Jones' body, make him tired, and whatever. I think Pereira would beat the piss out of him. I do. Let's move on to the last thing in this video. Jack Della Maddalena versus Carlos Prates. Dude, what the amazing fight. Breaking JDM versus Carlos Prates as UFC Perf on May the 2nd. Dude, I guess this is the main event. These are the kind of main events we want. Even a few days ago, this weekend, the original fight, Moreno versus Asu Almabaye, right? That's not the wow main event, is it? And no one, except like hardcore fans, knew Boner Kavanagh. What an incredible fight. Like, I think we all were thinking about what are the next fights gonna be at welterweight. Usman is sitting and talking about him wanting, the title shot against Islam, but he's apparently not getting it. He has been in talks with the UFC. We have Morales campaigning, wanted to fight Islam, of course. So like we had. Wait, I'm even forgetting. So we had like 4 people in line that could fight Islam next. Ian Gary, Carlos Prates, Michael Morales, and Usman, who's not deserving. The most deserving for sure to me is Ian Gary. So with Ian Gary, actually we could look at the rankings. I could actually, if I switch this off, I have some dark shit on. Oh. Look at welterweight. So let's see here, guys. Of course, Urus Medic is now number 12. Good for him. And also, why is Adesanya number 5? Okay. So we have Prates number 5 versus number 2. Amazing. We're going to talk a bit about that fight. The question is now, I hope so, if Gary is fighting Islam, Then we have Morales, Belal. Wait, Brady is fighting Buckley, right? Brady versus Buckley. Yeah. Okay, nice. Dude, the welterweight division is on fire. I mean, it already was arguably the best division, right? But so now, yeah. So we have Burns versus Mike Malott, Buckley Brady, Prates JDM. So I mean, how should the rest of the division be? Like, yeah, Gary should fight Islam. So we have Morales Belal. The thing is, JDM versus Prates. If Prates wins that, he should definitely be the next one for the belt after Gary, in that case. But I mean, logically, would you do... Who's left for... Because I was thinking like they should do something like JDM versus Morales, and then maybe Prates versus Belal or Usman. I really liked Prates versus Usman. But so I think, honestly, I was thinking Prates or Morales versus Usman. So they could do Morales versus Belal. And what? No, because then we have nothing for Usman, right? So Usman needs to fight. Usman, they should do Usman versus Morales, right? And Belal. Belal versus Leon 3? No. No, wait, do Belal versus like Gabriel Bonfim? I think they should probably do that. Something like that. This is probably what I think for the welterweight division, based on the matchmaking. Do Bonfim versus Belal. We have Buckley versus Brady. I mean, Leon could fight Uros Medic. Yeah, good. Usman versus Morales. Prates is fighting JDM. And Gary versus Islam. Yeah, that sounds good to me, man. Motherfucker. Jesus Christ. So, ending off with this. What are the comments saying? Okay, this is not even English. Honestly, I think JDM wins. Prates is a beast, but JDM was unstoppable until Islam neutralized him. Rest in peace, JDM. Fight of the year. And we say Leon out. Maybe I put it like this. Oh, Leon out here getting smoked. Jesus. Poor Leon, man. Anyway. Amazing main event. Amazing fight. I'm just saying amazing. Like, early prediction from me. I have a hard time going against Prates. Gary is elite. We just have to give Gary his credit in the striking. He, like, neutralized Prates. Maybe Prates have improved. I'm not saying he hasn't. But JDM... The thing is, JDM is standing... Like, he's pretty... He's not a big mover, right? In the way, like, he likes to be there with his boxing. And I think Prates would probably go through that, man. I know it's... We do this all the time, right? We do this all the time with someone gets like smoked, like DDP versus Shimaev or JDM versus Islam, and now we just go against them. It's not like I think Prates will do a wrestling clinic on JDM. I can even see JDM doing some good grappling against Prates. But we also saw, like, Leon is no bum when it comes to the grappling, and he couldn't do much to Prates. Just like being on his back, right, with the punches, and Prates was just like, yeah, that was funny. But yeah, honestly, it's hard to. I think Prates would probably finish him. TKO knockout, yeah. I don't know. I think this could, but I could say JDM be slick. You know, with his good boxing, shell, whatever. Use some head movement, combinations. I mean, he's probably a better combination puncher than Prates, but Prates seems to have the patience and. Like, amazing, like Anderson Silva back in the day, reading his opponent, waiting, doing his stuff, looking calm, and then BAM! Like, he timed both Edwards and the other guy, Jeff Neal, who of course got slept again, Jesus. Yeah, sick fight, man, yeah. I think this will go bad for JDM, but I can see him figuring it out. Damn, dude. Yeah, guys. Tell me down below what you think about the entire Jones, Pereira, Aspinall situation. What fight do you who do you want Pereira to fight? Do you want it to be for the interim heavyweight title? Do you want it to be undisputed and strip Tom? Tell me down below what you think about the news. Do you think Ariel is on point? Do you think Jones is telling the truth? And what do you think about this amazing main event, Prates JDM? Yes. Thank you guys for watching. I can also quick end for my OG fans. I know I haven't posted a video for like four weeks. I actually recorded. I hope OBS doesn't F up this time. I would cry. My entire day. Okay, I can go through it quick. I said it before, but I don't think most people know. I had incredible amounts of pain in my eyes since early October. Yeah, the doctors and everything haven't known anything. I've been at doctor after doctor, appointments, and I got glasses because my sight like closed. When you read or when I sit with a computer, apparently I have some bad vision close, like 40, 60 centimeters, whatever. So yeah, I've had glasses now since like middle of December. So after I got the glasses, my the pain got better. So I still had pain daily, but not at all at like a 10 as it was here and there for October, November. And as you guys saw, I was pretty active in January, right? January was my best month on YouTube ever, probably. With I got my first video hitting over 1,000 views. And I actually now 2 videos with 1,000 views. And, short, going, like everything was going great. And, then for like the last 3 weeks or whatever, I have gotten, so much pain in my eyes again, 10 out of 10 pain. And I finally got to an eye specialist that I apparently have inflammation in my eye. Do you say no? Not eye socket. I'm gonna see what is it. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look here in Swedish and try to translate. Let's see. Eyelid. So apparently I have inflammation in my eyelids in both eyes, which I've now have gone with for like 4 or 5 months, which is pretty insane. It's now early March. So now I have got like not regular eye drops, but like prescription by a specialist. That you just can't get. So with cortisone, whatever, that should help against the inflammation. So I take it morning and night. And what is it? Yeah, I do some. I do some stuff. I warm up my eyelids and try to clean a bit more, at least 1 time a day, maybe sometimes twice. So now, just doing that for a few days, it has gotten from an 8 to 10 every day, with a lot of pain medications all the time. That's so bad to take that much, but I had to because I've been in so much pain. But now it's much better. Like I haven't taken. I took 2 pain medication tablets, whatever. Yesterday I had a headache because I was so mad. I will get to that. And what was the other thing? And then I played a lot of video games, so my eye was a bit, I don't know. But otherwise, for like 3-4 days, I went from taking pain medications throughout the entire day to 3-4 days, nothing. Haven't taken anything today. Just started the day, took some regular eye drops. Because I'm very dry in my eyes. I think that's because of the inflammation in my eyelids. So now I feel much better. I actually started. I could post it. Or should I take it up here? I don't know. I could post it as a community tab. I actually started to do a video like 4 weeks ago. Started to build the 327 card. The one in April. So I had like the main event, Alberg, Pereira. I put Cap versus Van for the flyweight belt. I did Usman Prates, I think, and Arman versus BSD. So I started to build a card, but then I got so much pain in my eyes, and then we started to get more announcements of fights on the card, and now this. So that was I had to scrap. I started to build it up, with pictures and everything. So all hours, that was for no reason. And I recorded 2 videos yesterday. I recorded a reaction to what is it? Yeah, to the announcements of Alberg and Jiri, and a bit talk of Pereira moving up to heavyweight, and a reaction to the entire 327 card. So I did a video for that, and in the same sitting, I also recorded predictions for Max and Oliveira. And this is my first video doing on my new computer, my Mac, and I don't know if I did some wrong thing with OBS, but I recorded with OBS for 55 minutes. Nothing of it got on the file. I got nothing. Now I think I've done everything right. Everything seems to be recording as it should be. I think everything is going good. So we will see. But so everything was it didn't exist. The file existed, but nothing got screen recorded. All the me reacting to something that Ariel said and showing all the fights and everything. Everything got fucked. And also the lighting on me was weird. But so I was about to cry. I was so mad and frustrated when finally the pain was much better, and I felt so bad for not posting, and people asking me in the comments where are you and stuff. And so I want to apologize to you guys. It's not like I was just F YouTube. I have never given up on YouTube. My life the last 6-7 years since 2018 basically have been for a big part of it a living hell. It's not stuff that I have a big problem talking about. All my problems with pain and mental stuff and physical. So I could definitely expand on that more on a live stream or video or anything like that. I've talked a bit about it on a live stream before, I think. But so during the entire last summer when I was posting a lot, I had my problems then with medication, energy, and it was honestly heartbreaking yesterday when I put all my energy in 2 videos and nothing. I had all the background stuff was didn't exist. Please, if you see this, OBS work now, but sorry now. I guess you're not seeing my reaction for Alberg Jiri and all that card and stuff. I will still record predictions or something about Max and Oliveira. But now I'm back. I guess this is now I'm back. This is gonna be my first time editing. As you see, I haven't paused in this video, so I'm planning to do more like this. But not this video will probably be. How long have I recorded? This would be a longer one. Fucking hell! But this will be my first time editing a bit. A video on iMovie, so on my Mac. Please tell me down below if you have some other editing software, editing program that's good for YouTube, that fits on MacBook. I don't have money at the moment, so maybe not something that costs a lot. But I don't know. I love you guys. Thank you everyone for supporting. Thank you everyone for watching. I won't ramble like this for normal videos. This is just my first video back in 4 weeks, a month, something like that. So I just wanted to tell you guys that. And try to get this video out today, Monday. It probably won't be a struggle. Everything works much smoother on my MacBook. Not the lag, not the... Thank you guys for watching. Love all you guys. now it should be regular content again. And yeah, videos right here, I think. Like, subscribe, comment down below what you think about everything. Peace, guys.